Yeah, so my name's Andrew Nixon. I'm a partner in the sports group here at Sheridans. The sports group at Sheridans obviously has a very well-established sports media rights practice headed up by Morris Bentata and Paul O'Dowd. My specific practice is in the regulatory side of sport, the rules and regulations and dispute resolution. Yeah, so I trained at an insurance litigation practice, very good insurance litigation practice in the city. And I was given the opportunity at my previous firm to develop a sports practice, and really that came out of, like a lot of sports lawyers, a passion for sport and a love for sport, and also, rather geekily, a love for the rules and regulations of sport. And I think I was able to tie that in with quite a significant amount of experience in dispute resolution, but in particular arbitration and other forms of ADR, which are obviously very important and very apparent within the sports sector. And when you marry all those skill sets together, I was able to create something relatively successful. But like everything, you need a bit of luck. My bit of luck was being instructed on a very major and high profile football case as my starter for 10, if you like. And once you do a piece of work like that, you not only do your technical and skill sets improve, and your experience within the sector develops, but also your profile within the sector develops. And the old adage that one thing leads to another is to some degree very true. Well, I mean, I think a lot of it came from my dispute resolution background. I have a lot of experience in arbitrations across a wide range of sectors, and also alternative dispute resolution and in particular mediation. And I think those skill sets brought to bear eventually. And really, it was just about I guess initially raising my profile and getting out there and meeting the right people. And the old adage that you make your own luck does eventually come true, because those instructions will come in the door if you're at the right place at the right time. I suppose it's an important thing. A favourite non-involvement case, probably because it's topical, Mecca Medina, because it obviously debunked the sporting exception argument, and obviously declared that sporting rules must be necessary to ensure proper competitive sport or proper competitive balance. But there's no such thing as the sporting exception. That's obviously considerably important and also topical, given that the Daniel Striani financial fair play, or at least the break-even rule challenge that he has now launched, because the Mecca Medina principles will come to the fore once again. So it's a very good question. I mean, I've been fortunate to have been involved in a number of very interesting and also, at times quite high-profile cases. I suppose, from a technical legal perspective, Bullard and Hull City AFC was very interesting from a jurisdictional point, as under the standard form Football League contract, as against the Football League rules as they were at the time. For different reasons, it was fascinating, being involved in the selection disputes that I was involved in last summer. Those matters gave you a real insight, I suppose, into the mindset of elite athletes, their sheer focus and determination and drive to be an Olympian was something that was actually, looking back, quite inspiring. Yeah, I mean, it sounds trite and well worn, but I think the starting point is to become a really good technical lawyer. You can't be a good sports lawyer, you can't be a good lawyer in any industry sector without really well honed technical skill sets. Allied to that, I think it's really vital that you immerse yourself in the industry, and by that I mean the commercial side of the industry, and have a real understanding of that, because just as much as we are legal advisors, we're also strategic and commercial advisors, and it's really important to have those skill sets in place. And also, I suppose, enjoy it. Like any profession, it has its, and indeed any industry sector, it has its ups and downs, but I think you've always got to remember and keep at the forefront of your mind that you're working in a sector you're passionate about, and you're very fortunate to be doing just that. So those would be my three top tips.